All right, so Lorraine just went in the bathroom with Chuck, and we're going to start the entertainment part of the program now. Okay, first of all, I would like to let you guys know you've been wondering what all this money is right here, haven't you?
You thought maybe you robbed the bank.
You've been wondering. Well, I just wanted to let you know that after reviewing, how many of you went and saw Dennis-Aw and the breakfast with Dennis-Aw? Okay, how much did you pay for that? $16.50. That's right. So you paid $33. That's right. After reviewing the whole thing, I found that I made a clerical error on that, and the concert actually only cost you $14.50.
And they didn't have bacon.
Did you go? Now be honest, because I don't remember.
I'm always honest.
I was drinking that day too. So I'm giving you $2 back. Did you go?
Thank you.
But Kathy went. There's $2 for your wife. You better give it to her. Okay, now.
We were both there, give it to him.
You were both there, give it to him.
Yeah.
So you take, hey, all right, you control her pretty well, don't you? Okay, so there's two, and there's two more for you. Right, right? $14.50 each. Did you go? Were you guys there?
Yes.
How much did you go? I don't remember. There was a lot of people there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who handles the money?
I won't even buy a gun again.
Who handles the money? That's all right, I'll keep it.
I'll give it to her.
All right. Kathy, you were out of town. You were with the family, weren't you? Margaret, there's $2 for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Will you promise to give him that?
Oh, yes.
Or are you gonna use it to go buy a new dress? Okay, so remember that you got that, because I'm going to be trying to give refunds to everybody till next Friday. So, okay.
Don't need to forget it.
What book was that? That book there?
Just kidding.
He would do that on purpose, but you, I trust you.
Oh, thank you.
I do. What happened to my glasses again?
Always got a different hat on.
Thank you.
I have a number on count of our class this time.
Okay, so, all right, so
4 points.
Mary Clancy goes up to Father O'Grady after Sunday morning service, and she's in tears. He says, "So what's bothering you, Mary, my dear?" She says, "Oh, Father, I've got terrible news. My husband passed away last night." The priest says, "Oh, Mary, that's terrible. Tell me, Mary, did he have any last requests?" She says, "That he did, Father." The priest says, "Well, what did he ask, Mary?" She says, he said, "Please, Mary, put down that gun." All right. Any Polish people here? Polish descent at all? So a Polish immigrant went to the DMV to apply for a driver's license. First, of course, he had to take an eyesight test. The optician showed him a card with the letters CZWIXNOSTACZ. Kind of looks like that right there, right? Okay, just a bunch of letters, right? So CZWIXNOSTACZ. Can you read this? The optician asked. "Read it," the Polish guy replied. "I know the guy."
That's right. Because their names, yeah.
That's right. So Mother Superior called all the nuns together and said to them, "I must tell you all something. We have a case of gonorrhea in the convent." "Thank God," the elderly nun said. The elderly nun at the back. "I'm so tired of Chardonnay." A case of. All right.
Okay. Myself, I got them all.
All right. Well, I have eight songs that I'm going to play for you today, even in this hat. Yeah. And so I thought what I'd do is I'd try to play all the organs here, and so what I did is I picked 8 songs that are very familiar to most people. I'm sure you've heard all these songs, and so I kind of evenly distributed them among all the organs. So I started over here and played something with the bagpipes and the grand march and stuff like that. So I thought I'd slide over to the easy two and play a song called Believe Me If All Those Endearing Young Charms. So once again, I'm going to start off with bagpipes because I think that'll work great for this song. Okay?
Oh,
that was a sour note. Let me try that an octave lower here. Now, does that ever happen to you at home? It does to me too. Well, you know what? Let's use something different. Let's use one of the new Virtual Orchestra rhythms. I'm going to use the 3/4 guitarist, and I've got to really kind of speed this up to 140 or so. All right, and we're going to put on a much more pleasant sound. And this is going to be kind of like an Irish guitarist. Soft, kind of slow. We work our way up. So I'm going to slide over here to the holiday classic. And I'm going to play a song called Gary Owen. Gary Owen. You'll recognize the tune. There's a lot with Irish music. There seems to be basically three types of styles. There's waltzes. There is marches. There are marches, and then there are 6/8 marches, which are swing marches, okay? Lowrey organs used to have a rhythm called swing march. Sometimes, at some point it started this, or actually, sorry, it used to say 6/8 march. And over the years, people, you know, they really didn't know what a 6/8 march was. And so they started calling it a swing march. So a lot of you have a swing march. Some of you may not have that rhythm, but that's a rhythm that kind of goes dun 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 dun. It's not a march. A march is dun 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 dun. The swing march is like dun 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 dun. And you know, you have like Italian 6/8 jigs and things like that. So the Irish have a lot of songs like that. As a matter of fact, my grand finale today is actually going to do something that never attempted before by man that I know of. I'm actually going to play an Italian 6/8 march on 2 organs at the same time. Brand new song. It's an old concept. I've done it before. Some of you have seen me play 2 organs before, 3 organs at the same time at the old store. I was told I did 5 organs at the same time. I don't remember. I was on cocaine that day. I shouldn't joke about that stuff, but I shouldn't joke about that, should I? Donald, don't give me any more cocaine, please. Okay, so I'm going to use my swing march.
I'm on cocaine too.
Yeah.
Is that so? Jimmy's on cocaine. All right. All right, and I'm going to use kind of an organ sound for this, and I'm going to play it through twice.
stuff, you know. Now, I may not know that music, but I know that sound.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I hope it is.
Okay, so I'm going to slide back over here to the Easy 4, and I'm going to play a song called My Wild Irish Rose. And you might have heard this song done a certain way. I'm going to use one of the new Virtual Orchestra backgrounds, and I'm going to use the pianist mode. So what are you going to hear if I tell you I'm going to use the pianist mode? What kind of instrument do you think you're going to hear?
I think the piano.
You're going to hear a piano. That's right. You guys are catching on.
Oh, smart, aren't we?
Really.
I'm getting smart.
You're getting smart.
Are we proud
That's
of
right.
ourselves or what?
Yeah, we are. Okay, I
Mine's
think
in the
I'm...
gutter, see, that's what you do. Okay, mine's in the gutter. Okay, a little bit different than maybe what you would normally hear. Not exactly an Irish feel to it, but still a very nice song. Now I'm going to slide over here and to the fanfare, and I'm going to play another swing march, another 6/8 march, and the old Easy Play Music will actually say 6/8 march. Okay, and you know it's interesting. Any mathematicians here? You know, any math majors? Anybody know how to work a calculator? How about an abacus? Folks like, what are you talking about? Kind of a, where are you from? California? What kind of, Yeah.
what's going on there? So anyways, so 6/8, what would half of 6/8 be? Anybody have, like if you have a fraction, you have 6/8? 3/4. That's right. You know what's really interesting? You can actually take a waltz rhythm and you can speed it up super, super fast, and you can create your own little 6/8 swing march if you don't have one. Of course, all the people in the band sound like they're on cocaine. They're really kind of doing like the drums sound right. The background's really, really fast. But anyway, so I'm going to play a song called McNamara's Band, and I'm sure you've heard this song before. Have you heard this song before?
Yes.
So I'm going to use traditional full band, which is going to give me my march and my polka. I'm going to do it at about 105. And
How about that?
now, let me see here. What the heck? What was I supposed to start with? Oh my gosh, do you ever do that? I screwed up. You know what happened? Oh, now wait a second. No, I was looking at the music and I was going, wait a second, where's it at? Oh, it's over here. Yeah, let me.
press the transpose button a couple of different times and let the organ do the rest of the work. Okay, I'm going to slide back over here to the Easy 10, and I'm going to use the march that it has, and I'm going to play a song that is, I don't know if you recognize the name or not, The Girl I Left Behind Me. The Girl I Left Behind Me. I don't know. You may be like me, you know songs, but you don't know the names of the songs. I'm terrible with names and authors and who wrote the song and all that stuff. So, okay, so let's go ahead and try this. I don't think rock and roll is going to work too good, so we're going to use my march polka. Okay, dokie. So here we go. So you'll notice the difference between a march and a swing march because now I'm going to be playing a march. That was a swing march. And you notice how I was kind of going, da, 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 da. It wasn't like a straight beat like that. Now that my fingers are warming up a little bit better, I'll probably do a better job. Oh, the neat thing with the march or the swing march, if you do a note chord and you hit the FX, you get that drum cadence on both of the rhythms. Like a carnival, right? Between both of those marches. That's more of a straight march, or you can actually play a polka to it. Matter of fact, anymore, that's called a march/polka on this model here. So it'll work for both. And the different presets that it has will actually work for both. Okay, kind of in the middle right now, so I'm going to slide over and I'm going to slow it way down. I'm going to play a song that everybody knows, even by name. It's just a classic for this celebration, but even for, I mean, you'll hear this song done by a lot of different people over the years for many different reasons, not just for St. Patty's Day. Danny Boy. I'm going to use one of my favorite new rhythms on the organ called Candelabra. Candelabra is Liberace, and it is so cool. All right, mixed pianist, Candelabra. All right. Now, I'm going to start off, I really have to kind of slow this down a little bit. I'm going to slow this down to about 60 or so, and you're just going to hear piano. You're going to hear just a Liberace background, and then you'll hear the actual melody notes like Liberace would play too. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to play it through a couple of times, and I'm going to bring in the orchestra, and I'm going to bring in kind of the strings and the bells and the organ sounds all together, and just with a preset. So. Okay, here we go. like that song. I don't know. When I was younger, I just wanted to listen to rock and roll and stuff.
The older I get, the better I like it.
But then again, the older I look, Jimmy, the better looking I get too.
Well, true.
Maybe someday I'll get to look as
Look
good
at his
looking
hat,
as
look at
you.
his hat
Yeah,
raising
I'll
off
pay.
his head.
Maybe him.
That's
Makes him
right.
bigger.
Wait. Right. Okay, got a couple more songs for you. Got one to do over here, and then I'm going to do a finale with where I'm going to play actually 3 organs at the same time. Did I tell you that? Right. Oh, was it 2?
I thought you said 2.
Maybe it's 1. Maybe I was supposed to say 3 and then subtract each time I do it as my nose gets longer and longer. Okay. Would you like to hear another joke? Because I got plenty more. You'll never hear them again the rest of your life.
Bring it on.
Today's the day. Okay. Patty, you know Patty? Right, Patty. Patty was driving down the street in a sweat because he had an important meeting and couldn't find a parking place. Looking up to heaven, he said, "Lord, take pity on me. If you find me a parking place, I'll go to Mass every Sunday for the rest of me life. And I give up me Irish whiskey." Miraculously, a parking place appeared. Patty looked up and said, "Never mind, Lord, I found one."
At least they're not Bond jokes today.
I don't write the material, I just deliver.
Alright.
I have a staff of writers, just like Jimmy Fallon and,
Oh, yeah.
what's his name? What's the new guy?
Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, is that the new guy?
Oh, I like it.
No, it's not the new guy.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Jimmy gone.
No, it's not. That took over the Tonight Show?
Yes,
Yes.
Jimmy
It's Jimmy Fallon?
It is Jimmy.
Oh, I'm thinking of Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, I don't like
I'm sorry, you're right. You're right for once.
Fallon.
Okay.
I like him.
All right, this is
He's cute, didn't he?
this is another swing march, except that I'm going to do it a little bit differently. You know what's neat about playing the organ is that you can come up with your own arrangements, right? Like I had people that, you know, when they first started, they would go home with all these new songs and they would come back and they go, "Man, I'm doing great. I'm having a great time. I'm playing, you know, Ode to Joy, and I'm playing, you know, Dr. Zhivago, and I'm playing all this stuff." And I'm like, "Yeah? What rhythm are you using?" And they're going, "Country." I'm like, "You're playing everything with country?" "Yeah! Everything sounds great on country. Country waltz, doesn't matter if it's 4/4, 3/4, 6/8, 12/8, doesn't matter." And you know what? It doesn't really matter, does it?
Whatever you like.
That's how it
Martha's
sounds.
looking at me going, "If I answer wrong, am I going to get it?"
Whatever you like.
All right, whatever you like.
Anything today.
Okay, so I'm going to use my, no, I'm not. I was going to use my swing march, but I came up with I wanted to use a different rhythm. The Sensation has a wonderful rhythm called A Few Patriots. It's a very special march. It's very heavy on the drums, a lot of rat-a-tat-tatting going on, and then of course there's lots of piccolos and flutes and different things like that. So I'm going to play it through a couple of times. So I need my A Few Patriots. What happened to it? There it is. Boy, I wish I would have written down how fast I was supposed to do it. That would have been good.
Have to go through and help you, Margaret.
This is a song called The Carry Dance. Hold on a second. I screwed up. What happened? You ever say that? What happened?
Lots of times.
What happened? Okay, all right, we're good there. And rhythm preset 10. All right, here we go. Well, a little bit shorter of a program today, but I'd like to give you a lot of stuff. And actually, we like to entertain you. You know, I love to entertain you. Of course I do. Otherwise, I could be, I don't know, like I'd be like that guy in California. You know that surfer that lives off the government out there? Yeah, Mike the surf ball. That's me. I like to entertain you. I like to educate you too. So it's always nice to kind of come away with something and to get inspired and go home. I mean, that's what we want to do at class. That's what we want to do at the special programs, special events, the concerts. You want to get inspired so that you can go home and whip out that music and press a different button, learn something new, and unlock the different things in your organ. So I'm going to play, the last song I'm going to play is the Irish Washerwoman. Okay? I know it's kind of a sexist song for today. Men are allowed to wash things too. But don't come over to my house, because that's definitely not true. But I happen to know this song, so I'm going to toss this aside, but I wanted you to see that. Irish Washerwoman. I'm actually going to attempt to play 2 organs at the same time. This will be my grand finale, and after this, you'll be released to go. Are the doors still locked?
They're locked.
They're locked, okay. All right. We're going to let you go.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking I was going to do this on 2 organs, but maybe I should do it on 3. What do you think?
How about 4?
Yeah, okay.
How about 5?
About 5? Well, I need all the same exact rhythm. Exact, okay? Both of these organs here actually have the same exact rhythm. So let's see how this is going to go here. So by the way, so here's, do not attempt this at home, but if you do, you'll have to buy a second organ. And then what you do is you put both the organs side by side, okay? And then what you do is you have to set the same rhythm at the same tempo, then you have to start them at the same time. It's easy when the organs are side by side. I can actually do it like this, okay? So let me set the organs up first. We pause for station identification. Okay. So we want to make sure I have, yeah? Okay. We want to make sure that the volume is about the same. Okay. So march. Oh, that's hard. I forget which setting I used. Okay, so we have that.
He's gonna jig before he starts.
What's that?
They're still entertaining.
Well, that sounds like the same rhythm. Let's see. I think that's going to work. Okay, so what we're going to do is, well anyways, this is my finale. This is the Irish Washerwoman on 2 organs, plus maybe a 3rd. So we'll see what happens. What the heck happened over here? Oh, you know what? Transpose button was on. What should I have done? Reset. Reset, that's right. Okay, we're good now. Ready, set. I will attempt the Irish Washerwoman on 2 organs, plus maybe a 3rd.
All right, Victor.
Can you hear all 3? All right, here we go. Okay, so there you go. So that's the Irish washerwoman
Very good.
on, I only practiced on 2 organs, so to throw a 3rd organ in was totally unfair of you guys. Man, my heart rate's up to about 120 right now. Yeah.
We want what you have in the morning.
No, it's not, it's in the DNA, unfortunately. Yeah,
Not
yeah.
coffee.
Huh?
Not coffee.
Oh yeah, I have coffee. I have all the normal stuff that everybody else has.
Okay.
But, you know, it's, anyways.
That was good.
Anyways, I want to thank everybody for coming today. I know we had a little bit of a smaller group, but, you know, they missed a fun time and some great food. And, yeah, so thanks for cooking. Thanks for coming. Class, thanks for letting me take half the class in order to do the party. I appreciate that. I hope it didn't inconvenience you or disappoint you. Yeah, and Lorraine, stay out of the hospital.
Stay on your feet.
Don't stay on your
Nobody
feet.
ain't more glad to do it.
Right?
So,
It's really worse today than it was.
and I hope you enjoyed the concert. And thank you. Thanks, guys. You know, there's a lot of great music, and it's fun to do stuff like this because we don't hear it the rest of the year. So one more thing, if you want to go, if you've never been to the IMAX Theater, go. This Friday, it's only going to take 4 hours out of your life. We're going to meet here at 9:15 and leave at 9:15. So you don't have to drive. All you have to do is show up to the store. Bring your wallet. Bring your checkbook. Bring a credit card. Okay? Nobody rides for free.
it cost?
It's about $10. It's about 10. I don't remember exactly, but I think they do have an over something discount. I was going to say an over 50 discount. I'm going to dye my hair gray. See if I can get in. And then what are you going to do? Yeah. Well, hey, it is kind of, yeah, it's gray and white, yeah. So it's about $10. Lunch is going to run you $5 or $6. And when we go over to Strawberry Square, oh yeah, it's like eating in a mall. It's a neat spot. It'll be real busy with all the you know, all the people that work downtown Harrisburg and stuff. But it's a very safe place. You have light coming in the top and stuff, and there's this big clock that runs off pool balls, like a pool, and the balls run through and they make all this clanging stuff and they make it all.
Hey, what's going on there at the IMAX?
You know what? I forget the name of it, but it's an underwater 3D thing. So we always see 3D stuff. Oh yeah, it's an underwater 3D thing shot in 3D, and it's about a 40-minute show. It's not long. But it's a fun ride up. We meet here, come early, get some coffee. We'll be open early. It's a fun ride up. That's the funnest part, you know, not getting lost to park in the parking garage. You walk from the parking garage up inside, you hit the catwalk, and you go to the IMAX Theater. You know, we should be there just a little bit early for that to get tickets and go in. We'll watch a wonderful show. It's very nice, very relaxing. We'll get up, we walk out literally across the catwalk over to Strawberry Square and eat lunch. Then we walk back and go downstairs and leave and come home. So we'll have you.
We did that last year.
Yeah, we'll have you home by 2 o'clock back here. And so that's this Friday. Then we have class next week, and then graduation the following Friday. Another potluck. Now, I haven't talked to all of you yet, but if anybody would like to play a song for graduation, this is a traditional graduation where we have students play songs. We already have quite a few signed up. We need some more. Think about it, pray about it, whatever. And that'll be the following Friday, and then we'll be wrapped up for about 3 weeks or so. If you don't have the March calendar, I have them here. Oh, I knew I forgot one thing. Right, I'll give you the March calendar. Give me a second here. I'll print them up real quick. They're done. They went out on an email, but I have them. I just didn't print them up this morning. Okay. All right. I don't have another finale, so that's it. So thanks for coming. You're welcome. See you Friday. Hey!
Friday, 9 o'clock.
If anybody wants my dip, take it.
Well, see, Friday I'll be here.
I know.
Well, she won't be in till night.
No, she's making this.
Well, then she's walking the house.